Hey friends, it's Lady Ambrosia. I hope you all are doing well. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about the tarot training course that I am going to be teaching. I will be teaching this class at one of Indianapolis's popular metaphysical stores, Spiritual Gardens, and the class is going to be held at 7 p.m. and it's going to last until 8:30 p.m. So it's an hour and a half long and there will be a 15-minute break in case you need to use the bathroom, or there's also access to a full kitchen at the store. So if you want to brew yourself up some tea, or if you want to brew yourself up some coffee, whatever your flavor is there. And also snacks and a toaster oven and a microwave and all of that fun stuff, or take a smoke break or whatever you need to do, or just give your mind a break for 15 minutes and just chill. This course is available to take online as well if you are local to Indianapolis, Indiana, but you are not able to attend the physical class, or if the class reaches capacity before you are able to enroll, you can take this online. Also, if you are not local, you can also take this course online. I'm going to talk a little bit about what that's going to look like if you choose to take the course online. So if you choose to take this course online, you can contact me on the Facebook page Third Eye Fortunes, and you can send me a message and let me know, that you are interested in taking the tarot course. You can find an event for this on Facebook under Tarot Training Course Enrollment, and it's an event sponsored through Third Eye Fortunes, which is my Facebook page where I run all my business through. So if you find the Third Eye Fortunes Facebook page, you should be able to find the tarot training course under events. Whether you're taking this class in person or online, that's helpful information to know. Also, if you like the Third Eye Fortune page, you'll stay up to date on where we're at festivals, any specials or sales that I might have going on, and any classes that I'm currently offering. Okay, so the classes there are 6 classes in this course. And like I said, they are going to be on Wednesday evenings from 7 p.m. until 8:30, starting January 9th. So we're coming up close to the enrollment date, which I'm excited about. And it will end February 13th. That's the day before Valentine's Day. So for 6 consecutive Wednesdays at Spiritual Gardens from 7 p.m. till 8:30 p.m. Okay? Each class is $15 to attend the class, and there's 6 of them. So you have 2 different methods you can go with this if you are planning on being a physical student. 1, you can pay as you go, which means that from week to week, when you get to Spiritual Gardens, you can pay $15 to attend the class. This way, you're not making an upfront cost or an upfront fee, and you're just paying class to class. So there's absolutely no commitment. So if you take the first couple classes and you decide this isn't for you, or you don't like me, or you don't like my teaching style, or you're not enjoying the class, or you're not able to make it, or whatever the case might be, you don't have to tell me. I mean, if you totally can if you want, but that way there's no commitment, if you choose to not finish the full course. And also you can kind of drop in and out of the course as you will. I wouldn't recommend the dropping in and out part because the way this course is designed, it does kind of stack and layer upon itself. So if you come to the first class and then don't come back until the third and then jump in on the sixth, you're going to have missed a lot of information. Like I said, these classes are an hour and a half long, and we go over a lot in the class. So I would recommend against flocking in and out of the class and skipping class levels. But if that's what you want to do, that's totally fine too. The other payment method that I'm offering is the early bird special. So this would mean that before January 9th, before the first class, or on the day of the first class, you would pay $75 as the upfront early bird special. So each class, like I said, is about $15 per class. So if you pay as you go and you go through all 6, you're going to have spent $90 over the course of 6 weeks on the tarot training course. If you choose to do the early bird special, you're only going to be paying $75. This will be paid up front, like I said, and it's going to save you $15. However, there are no refunds. So if you are not able to make it to a class or you choose to drop out of the course, there is no refund. This method of payment, the early bird special, is going to save you a spot in the class in case we reach capacity. That way you have a seat that's saved, because if you pay as you go, I can't guarantee that there might be 10 or 15 other people that also choose to pay as you go. And, we have limited capacity on how many students can be in each class, in each physical class. So those are the two payment styles that I wanted to talk about. So pay as you go, $15 a class on the day of the class at Spiritual Gardens at 7 o'clock till 8:30. You'd pay before the class. You would spend $90 by the end of this course. Or early bird special, which means you pay an upfront fee of $75. You have a seat saved every class, and you save $15. So just in case you weren't able to make it to one, you're only really paying for 5 of the classes in case an emergency did arise, and it would save you $15. So now that's all for if you are planning on attending this course in person. If you are, like I said, not local, or you are local, but you're not able to make it at that time to that place in Indianapolis at Spiritual Gardens, you can take this course online. However, the online course is going to be very different than taking the course in person. And why I say that is because you will be buying the material for the course, but it is going to be a self-taught course. So you will have me to talk with. Like I said, you can message my page, and we can talk about the lessons and the plans and the coursework, because there is homework, there is a final exam, there are exercises, there is a lecture, there's all of that. So if you choose to take this course online, you are paying for the material and for the classes. So that would also be $15 per class that you choose to take. Once again, the early bird special applies. So the main difference here is that you are not going to be in a physical classroom with me. We would still be going over the material, but you would not be in a physical classroom with me and with other students. That's the main difference there. Excuse me. Drinking some water. So, if you go onto the Third Eye Fortunes Facebook page, you should be able to see this under photos, or if you go to events and go to the Tarot Training Course Enrollment event. You can either search that on Facebook or find that under the Third Eye Fortunes page. You will see all of the lesson plans. Okay, so the lesson plans are not the full class. The lesson plans are a play-by-play on the who, what, when, where, how, why kind of deal of each class. So for instance, it'll talk to you about what the lecture is going to be about. It'll talk to you about the kind of goals and objectives of the class, what we're going to be focusing on. And it will also talk to you about what the homework is going to be for that class, as well as what exercises or activities or tarot sizes we're going to be doing in the class. So, pull up here. All of the classes and the lesson plans are on Google Docs. So once you enroll as a student, I can send you all of the lesson plans, which is kind of the playbook for each class. And I can send you all of the classes. That way you'll have a digital copy that you can look at. If you choose to print these off, that's totally up to you. But it can be completely digital if you want it to be. And if you're a physical student, if you print off the lesson plans and bring them to class, not only will that kind of keep you focused and on track with the class, but I'm totally giving extra credit for that. And like I said at the end, there is a final for this class. The final is 20 questions long, and each question is worth 1 point Plus, there is a bonus question at the end that is worth 3 points. The class is pass or fail, so scoring a 17 or above is what is considered passing, and scoring, 16 or below is considered failing the class. If you do pass the class, then you will get a certificate as well as an application if you choose to apply to be part of the Third Eye Fortune family where we do festival stuff. And that could mean that you could just work as a booth babe if you wanted to, where you're kind of more of the festival tent receptionist and you're handling the money and booking client services and sending them back into the teller's tents. When I say teller, I'm talking the psychics, the fortune tellers, the workers. Or you can also apply to be a teller as well, or you could apply to be a ring lead. The ring leads are the people at the festival who manage the tellers. So there's all that information is on Third Eye Fortune's Facebook page. And if you're interested, like I said, send me a message, or you might be able to figure out, the answers to your questions just by looking at the page. But you're always free to message me on there. I want to talk to you a little bit about what this course is going to be about because I really believe in transparency. And I know that for me, when I've been a student in psychic development classes, I've always appreciated knowing kind of what I'm paying for and what I'm getting myself into. So let me pull up my Google Doc. Okay. So this is the level 1 of the tarot training course. There are 6 levels because there's 6 weeks. And in each level, basically, we're breaking down major components of tarot. So in this course, throughout the whole 6-week course, we're going to be visiting topics of archetypes, astrology, planets, zodiac, numerology, things like that. And the first one, this is the Intro to Tarot. It's the level 1 divination course. And this is all about the origins and the history of tarot. So, that's kind of the introductory class where we're going to be talking about basically, the who, what, when, why, where of tarot. Where did tarot come from? How can we use tarot? Basic vocabulary of tarot, like what does spread mean? Or what is the major arcana? What is the minor arcana? What is the court cards, the royal arcana? What are elements? What are suits? This is the basic building blocks of understanding the basic pillars of the language of tarot, because that is very true to tarot, is that it is a language, right? So if you have 6 tarot readers in a room and the 5 of Pentacles is what is drawn, all of those tarot readers should be talking about the common themes of the 5 of Pentacles. Now, it could look a little bit differently based off of their own personal intuitive lens, but the 5 of Pentacles should not be to one person the 10 of Cups to the next, because this is its own beautiful language to learn, and you can become fluent in it. And I think that it's fairly easy to kind of grasp onto this, especially once you learn the basic building blocks, the basic pillars of tarot. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about in the first class, the origins and the history. Now, for the second class, we are going to be talking about the major arcana, okay? And breaking down what the major arcana is and talking about the Fool's Journey and how the Fool's Journey can help us learn the major arcana. There's activities plans especially just for that as well. There's a lecture for that, and that whole class is basically about major arcana, doing readings with the major arcana, telling the story of the Fool's Journey. I mean, I'm excited. And I have designed this course myself personally. I have created this course and made this course. I've created the Google Docs and I've planned everything out. And I feel like the teaching method that I am using with this course is super easy, totally layman's terms, not overcomplicated. And I'm hoping to create an exciting atmosphere for this class too. And I am very passionate about tarot, so I'm hoping that that will translate and keep students involved and excited as much as I'm excited to teach it. And I'm always down to talk tarot. I've got the gift of gab, especially when it comes to divination. So like I said, second one is going to be all about the major arcana. Now, the third one is going to be about the court cards, or the Royal Arcana, breaking those archetypes down, talking about the 16 personality archetypes, right? That are the court cards, talking about the elements and the suits and how that all kind of plays together, as well as doing special exercises, which I can only give so much away on YouTube, but doing special exercises with the archetype, excuse me, with the archetypes of the court cards. And there, like I said too, there is homework on this. And the lesson plan guys that I'm talking about, that I'm referencing here from my phone, you can access all this information totally free on the Third Eye Facebook page, the lesson plans. Okay, so that's the third class. The fourth class is going to be about the minor arcana, what that represents, the elements, the suits, the zodiac, all of those things within the minor arcana, doing readings with the minor arcana as a class and in student pairing groups. And we're going to be doing the same thing with the court cards, where we draw cards together as a class and then also do readings for each other using only the court cards. And same thing with the major arcana, where we will pull cards together as a class, but then also do readings on each other in student pairings with only using the major arcana. Okay, so now we're approaching the fifth level of the class, which is about ethics. And, you know, this is where sometimes it gets kind of gray, and I'm here to talk about what common ethics, you know, are seen throughout. And these are questions as a tarot reader that you are going to have to ask yourself and figure out where your line is drawn and where your ethics are in your tarot practice. And this would come up for issues like, are you going to read for minors? Are you going to read for profit? Are you going to make health claims? Things like that, you know, because clients might come to you with a myriad of questions or concerns like third party readings. Example being, let's say, you know, Sarah comes to you to get a reading done about one of her friends who she's having issues with, right? Let's say her friend's name is Amy. So if Sarah wants you to use your tarot cards, take a look at what's going on between her and Amy, you know, is that something that you're comfortable doing? That third party, Amy, is not there, so she can't necessarily consent to it. Now, I'm not going to be teaching this class with I'm not going to be teaching the level 5 class with any sort of bias. We're just going to be having discussions and conversations about ethics and learning your own code of ethics that you are going to live by in your tarot practice. I cannot tell you, you know, necessarily what your ethics are going to be. I will talk about commonly practiced, you know, ethical kind of standards, but at the end of the day, you have to make up your own mind where your ethics are in your tarot practice. If you want to be completely free reign, or if you really want to have sort of kind of a guideline, so to speak. And this class too is also going to depend on what your tarot goals are. You know, and we're going to talk about this even at the first level. You know, what are your tarot goals? Is this something that you're just interested in learning about and you're just curious? So you're taking a tarot course because you've heard of tarot, it's popular within pop culture, and you'd like to learn more about it? Are you a beginner tarot reader looking to strengthen your tarot practice? Or are you, you know, a seasoned tarot reader looking to refresh your practice or maybe hear a new perspective? And obviously, it's a spiral, so we're always coming back and learning new things. Or, you know, are you wanting to take tarot in a direction of career-wise? You know, this can definitely help you with that too. And I will have opportunities for people who would like to, like I said, get into festival work and start doing this, less just for personal development and more as a way to serve others. So the fifth class, like I said, is going to be about ethics and your tarot goals and what your tarot goals are and where you want your tarot practice to go, as well as kind of a boot camp where we do a bunch of tarot exercises and review everything that we've learned up until this point. Okay, the sixth level of the class is the final level. That's the boss, the end game boss right there. And we're going to be doing a lot of tarot exercises. We're going to be going over stuff that we've talked about all the way back to the beginning. We're going to start talking about tarot's origins, its uses. We're going to go over basic vocabulary. We're going to be going over the major arcana, the minor arcana, the court cards, archetypes, doing student readings on each other. And that's something too that if you're taking the course online, you'll be missing out on is the live readings, working with other students. And I'm not saying that necessarily to discourage you from taking the course online. I'm just saying that they are fundamentally they're going to be two different experiences. So, and then there's the final exam as well, which, like I said, that has 20 questions. Each is worth 1 point plus a bonus question that's worth 3. And you have to score a 17 or above in order to pass the course. Okay. There is a tarot certificate for those who do pass. If you would like a certificate and you pass, you will get one. And you can also apply to be part of the Fortune family. So that is kind of the update on what's been going on with me. I've created the course. Everything is ready to go. Everything is ready to be launched and starts in about 6-7 days on the 9th. So I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait to see, those I already know and those I don't know yet, and have this amazing experience with you all. Once this course is complete, I will also be teaching a 4-week course on cartomancy. Cartomancy being kind of the classical fortune telling using traditional playing cards. So very, very, very similar to tarot. So if you take the tarot course that I'm teaching, or if you already know a bit about tarot, if you opt to take the cartomancy course, a lot of things are going to start clicking for you because they're very similar language styles of divination. I will be teaching this course for all of the Wednesdays in March. So 4 Wednesdays of March will be the cartomancy course, and that will be from 7 p.m. till 8 o'clock. So that course is only an hour long. The tarot course is an hour and a half. And it's the same deal with that too. You can pay as you go for $15, or you can pay the early bird special up front. However you want to do that. You can take this course in person at Spiritual Gardens on the southeast side of Indianapolis, or you can take this course online, whatever suits your fancy. After the cartomancy course, I will be doing a palm reading course, a palmistry course, and that'll be kind of the same deal. It's a 4-week course. You can pay as you go or early bird special. Those details have not all been released yet, but it is coming. You can also find all this information in Spiritual Gardens newsletter if you signed on to that newsletter. All the information for everything that I've been talking about is within Spiritual Gardens newsletter. So I hope all of you are doing well, and I look forward to seeing those of you in my classes, and I look forward to this upcoming festival season as we approach into the new year. I've got a lot of gigs planned throughout the Midwest. So I'm planning on being at the Indianapolis Pagan Pride. I'm planning on being at the Dayton, Ohio Pagan Pride, and I'm planning on being at the Chicago Pagan Pride all in the month of September. Also, I'm very excited to announce that Indianapolis, we are having our first ever Oddity Expo, and that is April 6th, I believe. So if you're in any of the surrounding states around Indianapolis or Indiana, any of the surrounding states, we will have it at our fairgrounds. It's an Oddity Expo. You can find tons of cool bones, taxidermy, wet specimens. It's a festival for everything strange and unusual, okay? I know that this event is going to be huge because my Third Eye Fortunes Facebook event for the Oddity Festival had over 3,000 responses. So I don't even know how high the numbers are for the actual festival, but I'm sure it's going to be amazing. So that's definitely worth marking your calendars for. I'm really excited to have that because it's the first time we've had that in this city. So that's cool. And then also I'll be doing Hannah Haunted Acres again throughout the season of the witch, psychic season in October, as well as House of Trepidation as well. And I will be at House of Trepidation's Haunted Xmas Fest. And if y'all follow me on Instagram, you saw that we were there in the month of December at their Bell's Haunted Xmas at House of Trepidation, where you can get your picture taken with Krampus, get hot chocolate, buy ornaments, and attend their 3 different haunted, festive, Yule-inspired haunted attractions. So, but I'm going to end this video because I have been talking now for almost 25 minutes. I am so sorry. And if you made it all the way through, congratulations. Bye, guys.